Hey guys, this is Matt Ranger, aka VodkaHaze for CardRunners.com, and today we're going to be doing the hand review video. I thought I'd do this instead of live gameplay so that we skip over all the boring hands and we can just get to the interesting hands. And I thought I'd do a feature maybe like once a week where we review a couple of hands I played in the, in the week or in the last few days. And the overarching theme in this kind of series is going to be to find greater implications from the hands we review instead of just going, oh well, this is a call, or oh well, this is a 3-bet in the spots we come across. So the first hand is going to be at 2-4 antes, and our villain, who is an aggressive regular on the button, opens the 3x, and I've been playing him heads up before, a good deal. And he opens the button 90% and the small blind 96. Obviously, a lot of those small blind stats come from heads up. But still, if we play 93 hands with the third player and 176 with villain 2 here, he probably plays pretty loose from the small blind nonetheless. So he likes opening. He likes, just pushing a lot of hands, playing in pre-flop. Our villain 2 here seems to be on the loose and on the passive side. He plays half the deck in 3-bets about 6%, has a low fold flop to bet, 36% to 38 with our small sample. Doesn't check raise much. He doesn't fold to raise after c-bet, but he bets like 18, 8, and like 8. So, loose passive. So we get a 3x open, and I don't really remember if that meant that he was more value heavy, or if that's just what he opened every time because we have quote-unquote deep stacks. So we're just going to assume he's pretty wide still. And our villain who plays half the deck here flats. Now, I have students who fold in the spot, and I really think that's terrible. We're getting between 3.5 and 4 to 1, so that means we need between 20 and 25% equity. PT4 is fun because it tells us 21%, like right here, but in game, you just need to know by heart that 2 to 1 means 33, 3 to 1 means 25, and 4 to 1 means 20. It's just really basic stuff. So we can just put it into PPT and see wow, we're actually a favorite over the ranges. We put 85 here, and this is not really representative of small blind's 3-bet range because 5% in PPT, it means the top 5% of hands, so it includes rainbow aces and some crappy kings that I would guess small blind doesn't 3-bet. But for the sake of simplicity, I just put this in because it's just to drive home the point that we have 32+% equity and that we need 21. So we only need to, miss out on 1/3 of our equity to make this a good call. And now, moreover, if villain 1 on the button opens more than 80%, and this guy calls half the deck, we're obviously not folding, and calling is a good option. But in retrospect, I've been looking at 3-betting this specific hand, and usually when I'm playing heads up, King Jack 5-3 is not really the hand I want to include in my 3-bet range unless I want to be 3-betting an absolutely ludicrous amount, like more than 30%. Usually it's not part of my 23-25 3-bet range. However, this is 3 ways, and when I 3-bet and button calls, we're gonna get a good deal of 3-way flops. I would guess villain 2 calls somewhere between 75 and 90% of the time pre-flop when I squeeze. Maybe less, maybe between 65 and 90%, but still, it's just a spot where he's going to be squeezed between my c-bet and another villain post-flop pretty often when I 3-bet. And I can 3-bet to 50 here, and that's really the only concern. More than 50 actually, probably something around 56, 57. It's going to lower the SPR to about 7 if only button calls and around like 4.2 when both of them call. And an SPR of 4.2 in a 3-bet pot, with both players having really wide ranges, I mean over 50%, means that hammering down 3-bets is just going to be cool because they're often going to flop hands that can't really continue against C-bets. And I mean, SPRs of 4 all PLO players should just be used to in 3-bet pots, out of position, in position, etc., etc., because that's the usual SPR you get when you 3-bet 100 BBs button versus blinds. And the SPR of 4 point something, I mean.